the media moved on, and there was another reason that we were all going to die, and none of us could possibly forget COVID, as we saw things here in America that you couldn't picture. The media convincing you, using a ticker. I mean, think about the psychological aspects of that. A ticker to tell you that every second of the day somebody was dying of COVID, and therefore it would be completely ridiculous if you went outside. Until, of course, the great saviors of humanity, Big Pharma, came out with a vaccine. And at first, those same propagandists told you that if you got the vaccine, you were going to be 100% protected. Let's go back to Rachel Maddow.
Now we know that the vaccines work well enough that the virus stops with every vaccinated person. A vaccinated person gets exposed to the virus does not infect them. The virus cannot then use that person to go anywhere else. It cannot use a vaccinated person as a host to go get more people.
You hear that? Get the vaccine and you don't have to worry. It's going to just stop it dead in its tracks. You can't spread it. Every single vaccinated person is completely going to be safe. Well, that's what they wanted you to say, so that people lined up, and they did. People obliged. And I want to be clear, this was not left or right. Propaganda works on people left and right. We have seen this over and over again, especially when you're talking about death. That's always the threat, right? You're going to die unless, right? You're going to die unless you vote for Hillary Clinton. The world will be over. It's going to be Armageddon. You're going to die unless you get the vaccine. People, as I said, rolled up their sleeves. They got it. The celebrities came out doing the weird Instagram posts. You guys remember all of that? Rolling up their sleeves. Who does that? Why do I want to see what you're doing at your doctor's office? But again, this was remarkably sponsored by Big Pharma, and you were supposed to do your part and get the vaccine. And many did. And then, of course, the media had to switch gears because it turned out they lied. They just wanted to make money. It was about profits. And it turned out that if you got the vaccine, it didn't actually protect you from spreading the virus or even getting the virus. And so they just completely pivoted and instead wanted to yell at unvaccinated people who didn't fall for their propaganda and suggested, our President Biden, that you were going to die. You're just going to die for not being vaccinated. That's your punishment. Take a listen.
It's here now, and it's spreading, and it's going to increase. For unvaccinated, we are looking at a winter of severe illness and death for unvaccinated.
Yeah, that was a lie, a total lie. Here I am, still unvaccinated. My children are unvaccinated. My husband is unvaccinated. Yeah, we just never got the COVID vaccine. We also didn't abide by their weird 6 feet social distancing rule because it defied common sense. We also didn't mask up, and somehow we survived. We somehow survived. And what's happened since is now they're admitting that they lied. Anthony Fauci recently said that they just kind of made up the 6 feet social distancing, and that they did have some sort of an understanding that, of course, masks were not going to decrease the spread, but they don't care about the psychological aspects of people who believed their every word, people that didn't see their families for years, and people that still today are so traumatized by that much propaganda that they're still masking up. Yeah, you can go to the airport, and it's not everybody. I would say it's a minute number, but there are people that are still wearing masks because they just somehow feel safer. Yeah, the mainstream media broke them mentally, but no one is going to have to suffer the consequences because, hey, at least they minted tons of new billionaires in the big pharma industry. Which brings me to, I think, the most recent propagandist effort, and this one pains me. It actually